So dear students, let's continue our lesson. I will continue reading. So is the slide visible to everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Please pay attention. I will continue reading. About 8 months after the TV went off, it came back to life. But I didn't need to become worried. Our addiction was broken. We stopped being as I think TV conditioned us to be afraid and suspicious of silence. The most disruptive voice in the house was now under our control. So, dear students, so how do you think? What did I stress mostly in these texts? So, have you noticed to what have I stressed? Have I tried to pay to attract your attention to? Have you noticed? So, what was most noticeable for you? So, okay, let me change my question for you in order to make it easier for you to answer the question. Which tense form was mainly used in these texts? Dear students, try to be more active.
Past simple.
So, why do you think so? Why do you think so? Try to prove your opinion, please. Try to pronounce maybe or read those verbs which were used in past simple tense in these texts. For example,
Told. For example, told, made, bought.
So let's start with the first one. Two Americans, Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss, made. Yeah, made. This is the word which was used in past simple tense. And then the next one is that is bought.
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 Yeah? So past simple tense.
Told.
And the next one is
told.
Had.
Told.
Yes. The next one is told. He told.
Told.
And he had. Yeah. And the next one is the first genes the. The next one became. They saw. They saw. Yeah.
They.
And the next one earned. Not earned. Pay attention to the correct pronunciation. Earned. Yeah.
Earned.
Okay.
Earned.
Take it into consideration what assimilation too. So pay attention, dear students. Some of these words are regular verbs, yeah. Some of them are irregular verbs. So if we take the first one, made, is it regular or irregular?
Irregular.
Irregular word. Yeah, irregular word. And then the next one, what? What about what?
Irregular.
The next one, had.
Irregular.
Irregular, right. The next one is the.
Irregular.
Irregular. Okay, became.
It's irregular too.
It's also irregular.
It is also irregular.
Yes, right you are. Because see, this is the infinitive form, the present simple form, saw, past simple form. Yeah, see, saw, seen.
Yes.
Or make, made. The next one, buy, bought. The next one is have, had. And the next one is be, was, were, been. The next one, become, became, become. And the next one is see, saw, seen. Okay, the next one is and. The last one is, pay attention.
Earn it.
Next word, but and. Is it regular or irregular?
Regular.
This is a regular word.
Irregular.
Okay. Before talking about the formation of the past simple tense in English language, we should remember that it exists regular verbs and irregular verbs in English language, and then it would be better to talk about the formation of past simple tense of regular verbs and also past simple tense of irregular verbs. Yeah. So as you can see in this slide, in this text, most of the verbs are irregular verbs. Just one of them is a regular one. So as for if we talk about the numbers of regular and irregular verbs, so the numbers of irregular verbs so they are less rather than regular ones. Yeah, they are less rather than regular ones. And as for the ways of formation of past simple tense of irregular verbs, they are different. They are different. Past simple tense of irregular verbs can be formed in different ways. So some of them can be formed by changing the root vowel. If we take, for example, make, made. No. Take, took. Take, took. So the next one is speak, spoke. Did. Yeah. And some of them can be formed, or some of them are formed by changing the final consonant. For example, make, made. Some of them can be formed by adding the consonant T to the stem of the main verb. For example, learn, learned. Learn, learned. Burn, burnt. But if we take learn, it can be formed in two ways. At one and the same time, it may be a regular one, and it may accept the suffix, past simple tense forming suffix d or ed also. For example, learn, learned. But so at one and the same time, it may be irregular verb, and it may be formed, past simple tense of it can be formed by adding the consonant t to the end of the stem. For example, learn, learned. Yeah. Okay. The next way of forming past simple tense of irregular verbs is by changing the root absolutely. For example, go, went. Go, went. Yeah. Go, went, gone. But we're talking about just second form past simple tense form it. The first form was go, the second form absolutely changed it, and it became went. Yeah. And the next way is without any changing. Without any changing. Yeah. For example, cut, cut, cut. Put. Yeah. Put, cut, and cost. How much does it cost, for example? Yeah. Put the pens on the desk, or today early in the morning, I put those books on the table. Where are they? I cannot see them, for example. I didn't add here the suffix d or ed. I didn't say I put it, but I put. Yeah. So pay attention. With the help of these following ways, yeah, past simple tense of irregular verbs can be formed, dear students. And as for the past simple tense of regular verbs, they may be formed by adding the suffix d or ed to the stem of the main verb. We will continue analyzing the next text with you, dear students. Television, for example. Dear students, try to be more active and try to find verbs which were used in the past simple tense here in this text. Please try to be more active.
Transmitted.
Transmitted. Yeah, transmitted. So is it regular?
Was
regular word. Regular. Because it accepts suffix ed, yeah? Ed.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that's why we are sure that it is a regular word. Okay, the next one. The next word. Sorry, Nargiza. Dear student, don't mind. Pay attention to the correct pronunciation of the verbs. It's not was, but it's was. Yeah?
Was.
Was.
if you can recall our previous lessons, I talked about the correct pronunciation of the speech sounds. If we mispronounce this one sound in a word, we may change the meaning of the word. Absolutely. So that is why they may appear misunderstanding between us and our listeners. So that's why, in order to avoid such kind of problems, yeah, in order to get rid of these mistakes, we should be attentive to the correct pronunciation of the words. And it's not words, but it's was. Yeah, was. Okay, thank you. And what about was? Is it regular or irregular verb?
Regular.
Regular. Sorry, irregular verb. It is irregular verb.
Irregular verb.
The next one. The next. Yes.
Worked.
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 Worked. So pronounce it once more, please.
Worked.
Worked.
Worked. Worked.
Worked.
Worked. Worked.
Worked.
Worked.
Okay, worked.
Yeah.
Here, pay attention. To the
Regular.
To the pronunciation of the
Regular.
Forming suffix ed. Yeah. Worked. Worked. Okay.
Worked.
The next one.
Worked.
This is regular verb because it accepted ed. The next
Regular. Regular.
Which is the next verb which is used in the past simple
Send.
Sent.
tense? Send. Present simple tense of it is
Send.
send. Yeah, send.
Regular.
Send. Simple tense of
Send.
this irregular verb is being formed by changing the what final consonant. Yeah, final consonant. It was D. Now it became T. Yeah. Send, sent. Okay, the next one. Again, sent.
Again, sent. Produced.
Produced. Yeah. So is it regular or irregular verb?
Regular.
Regular because it accepted ed here. Not ed, dear students, pay attention. Produce. Yeah. We just added here d, not ed. Yeah. Because this verb, yeah, this verb ends to a mute e. In fact, mute e, and we just don't pronounce it. E, mute e, yeah. So we added here only d. And pay attention, please, dear students, to the next text. It is called aspirin. I have just read aloud it for you. And here, let's analyze the verbs which were used in the past simple tense here. Okay? Try to be more active. Cameron. So try to find the words which were used in past simple tense. Please try to be more active.
Teacher, may I?
Okay, yes, you may. Please.
Worked.
Worked.
First.
Worked, yeah.
Worked.
So.
Invented.
Okay, invented. Pay attention to the correct pronunciation of the suffix, yeah, past simple tense forming suffix. Invented. Worked. Pay attention to the worked, yeah. Worked. It's not ed here. It's not id. It's just t. Yeah. Worked. But in the next one, invented. Yeah. Invented.
Gave.
Okay. The next one is he gave. But unfortunately, some learners mispronounce it like gab. It's not gab, but it's gave. Yeah. We should practice the correct pronunciation of the verbs. Gave. Why it is gave? Because it ends to a mute e, and we don't pronounce mute e, and the previous vowel should be pronounced like in the alphabet. And you know that this vowel is pronounced in the alphabet like a. Yeah. So that's why it is gave. So gave the first aspirin. Okay. The next one.
Verse
or was?
Verse.
No.
Verse.
Was. You are again mispronouncing this word. So 3 times in course. Was.
Verse.
Was.
Verse.
Was.
Fazilat.
Was.
3 times, just Fazilat.
Was.
Because Fazilat still is pronouncing this word like words. It's not words, but it's was. Was.
Verse.
Was.
Fazilat.
Was.
Yes, you have pronounced it correctly. Okay, thank you. And then the next one.
Took.
Okay.
Took.
Okay. Analyze. Durdona, analyze, please. Is it regular or irregular verb? Durdona?
Irregular.
Irregular verb. Yeah. Here, this past simple tense form of this irregular verb is formed, yeah, by changing the root vowel. It was take, yeah, present simple tense form of this verb was take, and it became took. Okay, the next verb.
Cold.
Spelling. Attention to
Cold.
the spelling of the
Cold.
verb. So here you can see double L, but we should just pronounce just one of them. We shouldn't pronounce it like cold, but it's cold.
Cold.
Okay. Cold. Okay,
Cold.
and it is a regular word.
Cold.
Cameron, try to be more active. So pay attention.
Yeah.
Next text is called the day the TV died. The day the TV died. Pay attention to the subtitle of the text. Yeah, subtitle of the text, dear students. Here, I mean this word, died. Yeah.
Died.
Irregular word.
Right.
Yes, Cameron, analyze.
Regular.
Let Cameron analyze this verb, dear students. Read aloud once more, Cameron.
I don't listen.
You cannot hear me? Okay, in this case, is that
1 minute.
Okay. Died. Yeah, died. Yes.
It is regular verb. Irregular verb.
Yes, you are right. It is irregular verb. Yeah. Died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Died.
sorry, is that, do you agree with him? Is it regular or irregular verb?
Regular.
I think it's regular.
Regular, because the past simple tense form of it is being formed by adding the suffix ed. Just when we add, while we are adding ed, this y became what? Becomes I. Yeah. Before accepting the suffix ed. So that's why don't confuse it. It's not irregular, but it's regular verb. The next verb here, Cameron, continue. Cameron, the next verb.
Broke.
Narigiza, right, you are. Broke, yeah? Broke. Yes, you are right. Irregular verb.
Break, broke, broken.
Irregular.
Break, broke.
Break, broken.
Broken. See that past simple tense of it
broken.
is formed by changing the root vowel. Yeah, by changing the root vowel. It was break and it broke. Okay, the next one. The next
Decided.
Okay.
It's regular.
Regular verb because it's accepting the suffix d or ed. D or ed?
D. Only D.
The verb ended to a new E, yeah? Decided. Okay. Pay attention to the correct pronunciation of this suffix here, Decided. Is here, yes?
Decided.
Sometimes, as a result of the assimilation process, we can hear the suffix like t, sometimes ed, sometimes id. Yeah. For example, here it is decided. Okay, not to have it fixed. Fixed, it's not past simple here. It's just participle to here. Okay, the next one. Could we live without it? Could is not past simple tense of it here. I wanted. Past simple.
Wanted.
Is it regular?
Wanted. Wanted.
It's a regular word.
It's regular. The next one, my husband
It's
answered.
regular.
Regular. It's
Regular.
Watched.
Right.
watched.
Uh-huh.
Watched.
It's regular to
Watched.
Regular. Turned. We turned it.
Watched. Watched.
turn.
Turned.
Turned.
Uh-huh. Came.
Regular to
Came.
came also
Came.
irregular verb.
Regular.
Irregular.
Irregular verb.
Came is irregular.
Used.
Use
Use it.
it's regular.
Regular.
Re- regular, yeah.
D. It's accepted.
Regular.
D.
Did.
Did.
One is
Did.
I did.
Irregular.
Irregular because did done.
Irregular.
And the next one is Fazilat. Fazilat?
Verse
No.
Verse.
is irregular verse.
Verse.
Fazilat, Cameron.
Verse.
You both mispronouncing. You are both mispronouncing it like words. It's not words, but it's was. Was.
Was.
Yes.
Verse.
Right. You are was.
Was.
Several times
Was.
like words. It's was. Okay, and I cooked.
Was.
I cooked.
I cooked.
Regular.
Regular, because we are adding here the suffix ed. Yeah. Okay. The next one is I cleaned. I cannot hear you. Please try to be more active.
Cleaned.
Is this
Cleaned.
irregular?
Clean.
Regular.
Uh-huh.
Regular word.
Regular.
Regular verb.
Talked.
Talked.
Uh-huh.
Talked.
Knitted.
Talked, yeah.
Knit.
Uh-huh.
Knitted.
Regular or irregular?
Regular.
Regular.
We just added here
Regular.
ed. And the next one is
Talked.
red. Pay attention. Dear students.
Red.
Dear
Red.
students. Just a minute, please.
Red.
Let me talk. Yeah, let me speak. Let me explain you. So when we spoke at the beginning of our lesson, when we talked about the formation of past simple tense of irregular verbs, we we didn't speak about this way. Yeah. So the root of the stem of the irregular verb remains as one and same with the present simple tense, but just the pronunciation is different here. Yeah, read red. We didn't
Read red.
yeah, read
Read
red.
red.
We haven't added
Read
here
red.
any suffix. Yeah, we haven't added here any suffix. We haven't changed the root of this irregular verb. Just we pronounce it in different way. Yeah. In another way, it was read. So when it was past simple, we pronounce it like red. Okay, take it into consideration, please.
Red.
And
Red.
Fazilat again, but essentially it.
Verse.
Fazilat.
Word.
Was.
Word.
Was.
Verse.
Fazilat, do take it into consideration that in English language there is a proverb where there is a willing, there is a way. Where there is a willing, there is a way. Do you know the equivalent of this proverb in Uzbek language? So
I know it.
sometimes mispronouncing this verb, dear student of mine. It's not words, it's was.
Verse.
Word.
Okay, good.
Verse.
And
Verse.
continue then. Let's continue. Our TV was. Yeah, again.
Verse.
Irregular verb.
Word.
And the next one is so we were. Yeah, irregular. Decided. Regular. Blue. Irregular. And died. Irregular. And the next one is came. Irregular. Rushed. Regular. Handed. Regular. And the next one is where is it? Bought. Irregular. By bought. Went. Irregular. And
Irregular.
went. Yeah. Okay. That is all. Went, again, irregular. So the next one, I didn't, yeah. This is also irregular. Stopped, regular. TV, conditioned as regular verb. And was here, it is also irregular verb. And dear students, pay attention. Simple past tense, yeah. Use the simple past tense to talk about the things that are now finished, yeah. That are finished now. So you can use the simple past with time expressions that refer to the past. For example, yesterday, or any kind of expression with the verb last day, last month, last Sunday, last Monday, last Friday, last morning, last evening, yeah, or last week, or by 2000, or in the 20th century, or some years ago, yeah. They may be adverbs of frequency of for the past simple tense. And the next one is the simple past of regular verbs. We have just spoken. They may be formed by adding the suffix d or ed to the stem of the main verb. And as for the irregular verbs, they may be formed by different ways we have just spoken about. See, saw, go, went, have had, and etc. etc. Last night I wanted to watch TV, but I resisted doing so. Yeah, here I wanted and I resisted. So both word is past simple tense of the regular verb. Yeah, because both is formed by adding a suffix ed here. Affirmative form. Let's talk about the formation of affirmative form, interrogative form, and the negative form of the past simple tense. So if we take affirmative form, we have just spoken. Yeah. So subject and the verb, that's predicate. Predicate, it is a verb here, may so as a predicate in the sentence after the subject. And for example, she worked yesterday. So in all person, singular and plural, one and same case. It is all of them can be formed by adding the suffix d or ed to the stem of the main verb. In first person singular, second person singular, third person singular, or first, second, third person plural. One and same case in the formation of past simple tense of them. For example, I worked, you worked, he worked, she worked, it worked yesterday. Or we worked, you worked, they worked. So can you see the difference in the stem of the main verb? One and same, there is no any difference. We just ed, we added to the stem of the main verb. In affirmative form. As for the interrogative form, here we use the interrogative forming auxiliary verb, yeah, auxiliary verb do, does here, past simple tense of do, does. It is did you know. In this case, we should place the auxiliary verb did in front of the subject. For example, did you work? Did you work? Pay attention to the stem of the main verb here, work. It remained here without any suffix because the tense form is expressed with the help of the auxiliary verb did. Yeah, past simple tense of do, does, it is did. So that's why the main verb should remain in the present simple tense without any suffix. For example, did you work? Did you play? Did you speak? Did you translate? Not did you translated, not did you worked, but did you work? Did you speak? Did you write? Did you read? Or did you translate without any suffix? And so you may use the adverb of frequency. And as for the negative form, after the subject, we should use what? Auxiliary verb did, and then we should use the negative particle not. Or in contraction form, abbreviation of it, didn't, you may use did not or didn't. Yeah, complete form of it is did not, or so short form, you know that it is didn't. I didn't work in the garden yesterday, or you didn't work in the garden yesterday, or we didn't work in the garden yesterday. So if you say we didn't work, it would be a mistake. So that is why the main verb should remain without any suffix, because the tense form, as I just have explained you, is expressed with the help of the past simple tense of do, that, and it is did you know, did you work, I didn't work. Okay, and Dear students, let's continue then. Let's do this exercise. It's more interesting, please. Read part of a student's journal, find and correct 8 mistakes here. So today in class, we read a poem by Robert Frost. So try to find a mistake here. Dear students, try to be more active. Can you see any mistake in this sentence? Today in class, we read a poem by Robert Frost. So
No, there is no mistake. There is no mistake.
pay attention to my pronunciation. Today in class, we read. Don't you think that it's a mistake? If I pronounce it like I read,
No, read.
correct. But
Today
if I pronounce it like read,
Read, yeah.
it's a mistake then.
Correct.
It's a mistake, yeah? If I pronounce like read, we read. And the next one, I really enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
It should be enjoyed. Okay, it was about the person who chose between 2 roads in a forest. Who chose?
Choose.
Any mistake here? Can you see the mistake? Is that
I think chosen.
Yes. Choose, chose, not chosen. Not chosen is like
There is double O.
choose, chose. Choose, chose. Irregular verb.
Chose, yeah, chose.
Chose, yes. Between 2 roads in a forest. Before he made his decision, he spent a lot of time trying to decide which road to follow. He spent.
Spent. There is no S.
It should be spent.
He
Yeah?
spent a lot of time.
Okay, right you are.
Yes.
And the next one. The next one is to decide which road to follow. Many people thought the person were Frost.
Thought.
Many people thought the person were Frost.
Was.
Was.
In the end, he take the road that was less traveled on. He took. Yes, right. He decided to be a poet. That decision changed his life a lot. That decision changed.
Change it.
Change it. Yeah, this is the next mistake. It should be changed. Sometimes I feel like Frost. 2 years ago, I decided it should be. Yeah, because we are talking about the past actions.
Yes.
I decided to come to this country. That were the biggest decision of my life.
That was
the biggest decision, because we should use here singular. Yeah. So, dear students, that is the end of our presentation. So, dear students, is it understandable to you the formation of past simple tense and the usage of past simple tense?
Yes.
Have you got any
Yes,
questions?
yes, it is.
Okay. If everything is understandable to you, this is the end of our lesson. Our lesson is over. Thank you for your attention, dear students. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.